Alright guys, so I just got back from the fish store. Well, I mean I just went to the fish store today and I picked up these two fish, which are the first fish to this tank. And I know told you guys, I told you that exactly a week ago I would be adding a school of 3 blue-green chromis. Well, I actually went to the fish store and they didn't have the chromis, so which is odd because they're such a common fish. But yeah, anyways, they didn't have them, so another week went by and I went there and I just figured the tank was already 2 weeks old. It was well established and I think it was ready for the clowns. And so I picked these up instead, and I think they're a little bit more interesting than the chromis anyway. So I might still be getting the blue and chromis later on, but I'm definitely very happy with these. Before I do anything, I want to let you guys know it's pretty late. I'm pretty tired, so if I screw up at all, please forgive me. But yeah, so I kind of gave these guys a couple hours with the lights turned off on the tank, just to get used to their environment. Less stress with the light off, and and then in a new environment, it's usually pretty stressful for a fish. So I like to keep the lights off for a little bit while I get used to it and everything like that. So that's why I'm doing this video so late. But yeah, also I added 3 turbo snails just to take care of any algae that decides to pop up. There's one right there. There's another one, and the other one's somewhere in the tank, somewhere in this rock formation. But yeah, also another interesting thing about this tank, I just started noticing today that a couple baby snails were just in the tank, and they were not from the turbo snails, I assure you, because they actually showed up before I even added the turbos. So I guess they might have been some eggs on the rocks or something, and they just now hatched. I don't know. They're pretty small. The snails I did see though, they look to me like almost like turban snails, maybe, or maybe a turbo snail, turban snail or a turbo snail. I'm not really sure which one it was, but yeah. Also, it was pretty interesting because it was my first time actually acclimating animals to a tank with a sump on it. So that was pretty weird for me because I've always done it on my 24-gallon, and where I didn't have the complications with the sump. For a sump, actually, when you're acclimating fish to a tank with a sump, most people don't really consider this when they're setting up their tank, but and when they go out to get their first fish for a big tank like this, they don't really consider it though. But when you get home, you actually have to unplug, you have to shut off the return pump, and then make sure, of course, that your sump has enough space for that water to fill in. And then after that, I basically put the fish in the snails and in the little vase in the little acclimation aquarium tank, and I just kind of set them here, and I drip the water from the sump into their little acclimation stations, and that's how they got acclimated. However, once they were done acclimating and they were ready to go into the tank, I turned on the pump, and I kind of moved the overflow box, which I guess might have shut off the siphon, so I had to start up the siphon again. I had to restart it, which again was a bit of a pain because I find that starting a siphon on an overflow box is definitely a pain in the neck to do, in my opinion. But also, this is my first real tank with a sump, so that could be it. I'm sure I'll get used to it later on. But yeah, anyway, so it was a little bit harder putting fish into a tank that has a sump on it, but not too bad. But yeah, of course, these guys floated for an hour, getting used to getting the floating in the bags in the water, getting used to the temperature, and then an hour of drip acclimating so they could get used to the parameters of the tank, and then of course a couple hours of having the lights shut off for them to get used to it. But yeah, also a bunch of new videos coming. Like literally, there's a huge number of videos coming concerning new tanks. And then, of course, there's reviews coming out. There will be 2 reviews for sure that will be coming out soon, and that would be the review of the eShop's Hang On Back Overflow Box. That will be coming out very soon, and a review on the Coralia Evolution pump right there. Those 2 will be coming out very soon. Of course, I'm not doing a review on the Magnum, which I took out because it was way too powerful and way too huge for this tank, so I took that out. And there's not going to be a review on that because I didn't have enough time of running the Corallia magnum to actually form an opinion on it. But yeah, okay. So those two videos for sure, the evolution video and the overflow box review will come out very soon. And I also have pre-recorded I believe 4 videos. It's a series of 4 videos concerning the setting up a saltwater tank. Basically, it lists what you're going to need exactly, how much of something you're going to need, why you need it, just a whole bunch of stuff like that. How to actually successfully start up or begin your first saltwater aquarium. So very excited about that video, of that series of videos. I really hope you guys are too, especially if you're new to the hobby. I highly recommend you stay tuned for those videos that will be coming out. Also, another one of the big videos coming out that I'll be making will be how to set up and plumb a sump. So basically, it'll just be a video talking exactly, doing a thorough rundown on how to start up a sump, how to build a sump, how to plumb it, just basically everything like that. Because I know one of the most intimidating things that you hear about when you're trying to start up a larger size system like this one is the sump. It's just one of those things that's very intimidating when you hear about it. It sounds like a bunch of complicated plumbing and stuff like that. So I just, basically when I was planning this tank, I knew for a fact that I was going to make a sump video, because I know that when I was starting out it was very intimidating and confusing for me learning about that. So I definitely want to make a helpful video for people that are new to the hobby about sumps. So that'll be coming out very soon. And also a how to aquascape a saltwater aquarium video will be coming out, where I talk about rock formations and stuff like that. So yeah, a whole slew of new videos coming out concerning the setup of a new saltwater aquarium. But yeah, also I think that's pretty much it. Of course, I'll be doing more updates on this. The next fish I'll be getting will probably be a pajama cardinal fish, and then some sort of dart fish, maybe a purple firefish or an orange firefish, one of the two. So probably 2 more fish will be going at the same time, probably in a week. So look out for a video of that. I'll definitely be filming that. The new fish I'll be getting. So yeah, more updates coming on this tank. Reviews, how-to videos, a bunch of those. Of course, the how to aquascape, how to plumb a sump, how to set up a saltwater aquarium, the review on the Corallia evolution, the review on the overflow box, and of course more updates on the 24-gallon, and then there'll be updates on the 10-gallon. It has yet to be set up, but the 10-gallon will be up and running pretty soon as well. But yeah, stay tuned for that, and yeah, thumbs up the video if you liked it. Please leave a comment if you have any questions, concerns, if you have any tips for me, anything like that, any comments on this tank, on my video, on my channel, please leave a comment on that. Also subscribe if you have not subscribed already, but if you have subscribed, I thank you guys. Really, I love you guys for subscribing. I'm up to, I believe, 88, maybe 89 subscribers right now, which is really good for me, and I'm really excited about that. So I definitely recommend you subscribe to me. Tons of helpful videos to come. But yeah, again, thanks for watching, and comment, rate, and subscribe. Thank you guys. Bye.